Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another English rebroadcast of the SK Planet Pro League. Man, I almost said StarCraft Premier League. Okay, you know what? You know what, guys? It's funny story time. You know that story I've been promising everybody? I'm gonna tell it right now. Okay? But first the match. The match of the day is Samsung Khan versus STX Soul. On the screen, you can see the most handsome Protoss in Pro League. That's right, it's not Bisu. Sorry, Kiet, it's not Bisu. It is Sir Sungbyung-gu. What a handsome nerd. Unfortunately, he took off his glasses, though. Like, with his glasses, totally would have hit that. But without the glasses, you know, he went down from like a 10 to a 9.5. Alright. Anyway, there is by herO, his opponent in set number 1. It's gonna be on the Sniper Ridge, according to the VOD. So meanwhile, while we ogle Stork, adoringly, and you know, hero's not too bad looking. He's got the baby face. I'm gonna tell my story. So guys, you know, I told you all back that I on accident told my coworkers that like I'm a StarCraft commentator. And then one of the guys who sits next to me, he's got like really into it. He actually has now watched all of my English rebroadcasts of Pro League, in addition to some other videos. So like my boss, he watched like a video and then he got bored. But at least he knows, right? And then this other guy, he's like, "Oh man, this is like really cool," and he got really into it. And this was really awesome. This is like the first real life person, you know, that I could like poke in real life. I got him into StarCraft, guys. It was actually really cool. I was gonna make a blog about it, but I'm like really lazy, so I don't feel like making a blog about it. So like, oh, looks like we're getting started. Whatever. You know, beginning of games, they make probes, they mine minerals. It's fine. All right, don't worry about the game, guys. So here's what happens. So you know, I show him the stuff, and I didn't think I didn't think they'd make anything of it. I thought they'd just forget. But then, okay, so I told him, right, and then he goes away for the weekend, and I come into work on Monday, and he's like, "Oh, dude, oh, I gotta be careful not to say my real name." Anyway, that's a heads-up score, by the way, 3-2 between these guys. So he's like, "Hey, Sayle," except he says my real name, obviously. You know, I actually watched you casting live, like I saw the chat and everything, and I was like, "Wait, I didn't tell you my stream link. I only showed you the YouTube channel." And he's like, "Oh no, I Google searched you. I found like all this stuff," and I was like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit." So, and he's like, "Dude, I even saw you on that site. What is it? Poison Dragon? Poison Dragon?" I was like, "What the fuck? Poison Dragon? What kind of weird things are you searching for, man? What are you talking about? Some kind of weird porn site?" He's like, "No, Poison." I was like, "Wait, are you talking about Team Liquid?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking about Team Liquid. That's right, I saw you on that side." So somehow Team Liquid became Poison Dragon. You know what, Poison Dragon? I think that'd be a pretty cool team, guys. I think we need to start a new team, Poison Dragon. We're gonna be rivals. TL versus Poison Dragon. Anybody? So that was quite cool. Anyway, we're going into the game. Hold on. All right, story. Pausing the story. Okay, Stork is going to be the orange Protoss in the bottom left, herO, the red Zerg in the top left. Once again, we are on Sniper Ridge here. Set number 1, Samsung Khan versus STX Soul. There is the Dino Toss himself. The last time we saw a PvZ on this map, or last time I saw Stork PvZ on this map, was versus Zero, not herO, but Zero. And he completely dominated. That was actually really cool to watch. So I guess we'll see. We'll see if herO can stand up to the Dino Toss here. So yeah. So anyway. So you know. So I was like really impressed that day. And then okay. So that was Monday, right? And then Tuesday I come into work again, and he goes, "Hey Sayle, what does a Defiler do?" Can you believe that, guys? Somebody at my office, my coworker, asked me, "What does a Defiler do?" I was like so happy. Like it's and you think about it, it's like such a simple question, but I was like so happy that some guy in real life asked me what a Defiler does. And I was particularly happy because then I could explain to him exactly how imbalanced this unit is and how tough it makes it for the manly race, the Protoss, to win games, right? I could explain to him how all of those imbalances, which was wonderful. So yeah, so the story actually doesn't end there, but that's like the main part of the story. That was just like all in like 2 days. I was just like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. And you know what? He's probably gonna watch this cast. So James, you're a huge nerd baller. I salute you, sir. I just told a story about you in front of 350 people. I hope you don't mind. So, what's happening in this game? We have Forge Fast Expand. I don't think anybody cares. Stork herO. Pff, no, Poison Dragon. It's Poison Dragon, man. Poison Dragon. So, looks like Stork's probe's gonna be annoying. Block the drone. But we had a pull first. Was that an overpull? It was some kind of pull first. Both players scouting in the right direction, so Stork gets to be annoying and block that. And looks like he's gonna forge Nexus and then Cannon, which I think should be safe against whatever pull this was. So, yeah, it looks like hero's just gonna get a 6 things out. Oh, he actually got the hatch rate down anyway. Okay, so that's cool. Stork's gonna see these guys. Will he make 2 cannons? I don't actually know how tight of a wall you can make. Hey, there's standard white guy. Oh, by the way, so since I'm going to Korea, but I'm Asian, right? So it's gonna be a little bit difficult to catch the camera guy's attention. I'm gonna try and bring as many white people as I can with me, and just kind of like surround myself in a ring of white people so that when the camera goes in our general direction, I'll be on camera. Like that's my build order for the Korea visit. I'm not really sure. I didn't flesh it out yet. I don't have like the exact food times, but I'm pretty sure it's a good plan. Anyways, just looking at the minimap, it seems that herO has taken the top right base, natural base, as his third. That is pretty standard. This matchup's going to be able to make some nice SimCity there, presumably make some nice SimCity. Judging from Stork's natural, the entrance actually seems a little bit wide. He's had to put 2 or 3 probes there to just block for safety in case herO goes for any kind of link run by. But I would like to. Did I say Zero again? I meant herO. I'm really sorry. Because the Stork Zero game, like they're 2 of my favorite players, and it was a really cool game, so I keep thinking of that one. But this is herO, not Zero. Maybe I'll say by herO. Maybe that'll help remind me. Anyways, so looks like oh my goodness, herO is going for a Hydra bust. Ladies and gentlemen, man, my pronunciation's all off today. I went drinking with some fine folks from my apartment like an hour ago, so yeah. And by drinking, I meant I drank orange juice. So we have a 3-hatch Hydra bust from herO. He's going to try and cheese Stork out here, perhaps a little bit scared of the Dino Toss, a little bit scared. And you know, it might not be bad. I mean, playing Stork, considering how Stork demolished Zero in their game, and Zero, I would say, you know, no offense to herO, but Zero is probably, despite the names, Zero is probably definitely is a higher caliber of player. And it's also interesting because Samsung Khan, Stork is probably their best player. I'm sure some Jangbi fanboys will argue with me, but Stork is basically Samsung Khan's basic player. So Samsung Khan leading off with their big gun, and if herO can just take him out with a Hydra bust, that'll also do wonders for the team. And actually, he is getting a lair though at the top right, so I'm a little bit confused. Is this not actually a real Hydra bust? Was that like a fake lair? But the thing is, even if it was a fake lair, that probe saw the first Hydralisk. So I don't know if he's going to cancel that, or if he's just going to try and transition, or what. I'm a little bit confused. This might actually not even be an all-in Hydra bust. What you can do occasionally as Zerg, because, you know, Zergs are imbalanced and they have a million options, is you can actually just get an early den, which isn't very expensive. It's just 100 minerals, 50 gas, I believe. You just get a couple of Hydras with range, and you just, like, scare the Protoss. So, see, now Stork's like, oh my god, he's going to try and kill me with Hydra. So Stork's going to build a million cannons, and the range Hydras can still pick off the wall. They can pick off the gateway, they can pick off the forge for free, but you don't actually have to commit to the Hydra bust. It does slow down your economy a little bit, but the damage you can do in return, I think we'll even it out. However, Stork is doing a nice 2 Zealot harassment here at the top right. And look at this, he's actually cancelled one of his cannons. And oh, that's a pylon to the front. So Stork actually very smartly not overreacting. I think that's very, very good. A lot of lower level Protosses, myself, included will just be like, oh my god, it's a fast Hydra Den, build a trillion cannons at your front. But if you do that and he actually just goes back and makes drones, you're actually behind. And meanwhile, looks like this Zealot harassment is going to get cleaned up. But that was a very good move by Stork as well, though. Caused herO to lose a lot of mining time. It looks like he's going to get a decent number of Zerglings here before the Zealots do finally get taken down, getting a nice position on the ramp there to prevent the Zergling surround. Anyways, looks like we have, yeah, just 4 hatches. So herO looks seems to be just transitioning standardly, as I said, droning up a little bit, improving his economy, and we did have a relatively quick second gateway there for Stork, though. I think I didn't actually quite see exactly when that went down in relation to the Citadel and the Templar Archives. Usually, what happens is after the Stargate. The standard thing is to get a Stargate for Corsairs to defend against mutas and to scout around, and you go straight to Templars. But if you can actually stick a couple of extra gateways before getting your archives, which indicates that you're going for fast zealots or like some kind of mid-game zealot timing attack with +1 in speed usually. Those were, I believe, Bogus and Calm. STX Soul's 2 heavy hitters. Although, having said that, STX Soul is basically the weakest team in Pro League right now. Perhaps arguably Air Force Ace might be weaker. I don't know. Personally, I think Air Force Ace is actually stronger than them in the new format. So yeah, heavy hitters on a terrible team is not saying too much. Calm used to be actually quite good. I actually quite liked him a lot. He's kind of fallen off a little bit recently. Bogus is apparently really good now, but I don't know. I don't really know too much about him. Anyway, looks like... Alright, so I saw a Forge in the main base. I think it's because Stork just lost the Forge at his front, so he's going to keep upgrading out of that one, yeah. He did lose the Forge at his front. He's getting some Templars out. He's continuing to make Corsairs, so going for some kind of Corsair play. Looks like he actually has +1 air weapons already. Sorry I didn't notice that. A little bit distracted in the beginning of the game with my silly storytelling. Or intelligent storytelling, depending on which way you look at it, I suppose. Looks like Mr. DT guy is going to get spotted by an Overlord. That's an interesting place to keep his DT. He left that there for a little while. It's like on an intercept course for any... it was kind of like chilling between herO's natural and Stork's natural. I guess it could spot any kind of attack incoming. Meanwhile, some Overlords in the middle of the map are going to get taken down. Interestingly, herO doesn't have Overlord speed yet, so those Corsairs can grab some free kills. Looks like... I think that's a lurker egg there to the bottom right of the sunken. It seems too far away from any hatchery to be another one. So herO is going to turtle up a little bit, get some lurkers out. Since Stork actually reacted very well to that fake Hydra bust, I don't actually know if that was worth it for herO to do that, because making the early Hydra Den, making some Hydras, delaying your tech, not droning up as hard as you could. I don't know if that was actually worth it or not. I mean, Stork only made 2 extra cannons, I think, because he had 2 originally and now he has 4, right? 2 + 2 is 4? Anybody? Oh man, I actually got to use that thing literally too. Awesome. Anyway, so the lurkers are out. Stork doesn't seem to have any dragoons yet and no observers, so he basically has none of the things that he needs to deal with those lurkers. And yeah, there is Coach January, the Samsung Con coach. Samsung Con, #1 team in the world. No bias. Looks like we have a Spore Colony at the natural there of herO. That's actually very smart when you see your Protoss opponent going for mass Corsairs. Because if you try and be fancy and defend with only Hydras and Overlords, it's very easy for the Protoss to just like charge in, snipe the Overlords at the natural, and then run a DT into your base. I mean, even if you have like a bunch of Hydras there, he'll happily sacrifice a couple of Corsairs in order to get a free DT into your base. So that's quite a good move. But it looks like Stork's observers are nowhere to be seen. And oh my god, there's a shuttle barely not getting picked off there. But I'm a little bit concerned by this army composition though. It's just pure Zealot, High Templar, and not so good against Lurkers. And it looks like herO has some decent Hydra's control right now, but he is going to get pushed back. Oh, nice storm there from Stork. By the way, I do like this relatively quick third base from Stork, because Zero is showing that he's going a little bit Turtle East here, and oh my god, I think it's a DT drop. Yeah, this is very, very smart. Yes, how many DT did he send? Looks like only one DT. I'm a little bit surprised. Oftentimes, Press will just go all out and go do a 4 DT drop, do massive damage. But Stork has snuck 1 DT into the main base. How long will it take herO to notice? Looks like very nice, fast reaction time from herO. Very nice pull. Of course, DT drop is a big risk, or rather a pretty common tactic for the Protoss to do when he is going for Corsairs. Because, you know, the Spore Colonies, they'll be at the Naturals, not in the main base. At least not so early, so very, very good of herO not to lose a million drones to that. Meanwhile, Stork, though, looks like he's just going for an attack on the front here. Oh my goodness! He's actually just going for it. He does have the Observer out. There's actually no Spore Colony here to perhaps help take out the Observer, and herO's in a lot of trouble right now. herO, I'm not actually sure what just happened, but somehow Stork just got a nice army out, and herO is losing his natural here. Sung Byung-gu busting down the natural. You can see on the minimap, however, he is also taking his third base at the 9 o'clock. So, you know, even if this attack doesn't work, he's going to be able to transition just fine out of it. But he is just killing so many drones, killing the hatchery, taking down the evolution chamber. GG from herO. Stork taking game number 1 with a nicely timed attack there. Just as herO was getting his lurkers out. I wonder if perhaps... I don't know. Maybe herO shouldn't have actually been aggressive with those Hydras. I mean, he did try to deny Stork's third. He lost a lot of Hydralisks there, and Stork just with the counterattack, very, very smart, instant counterattack, and there were no units left. January looks pretty happy, telling Stork he's awesome, and we are going to go on to set number 2.